When I began driving to Twin City, my normal environment changed very rapidly. I'm used to seeing the university perfectly manicured, college students bustling around College Station, and people going to lunch or shopping. When I was driving, the community started to change in front of my eyes. The houses began to get smaller and were barely standing. I instantly knew I was in an economically disadvantaged environment. I think the image that struck me the most was watching a man with only one leg walk down the street with his walker with groceries in his hand. My heart just sunk. The car in front of me asked him if he needed help, but he declined their offer. This was something I had never experienced before. Once I got to the shelter, I realized and was surprised with how big and well kept the facility was. From the neighborhood that I had just driven through, I was expecting something completely different. Twin City reminded me of an elementary school. I pulled into the parking lot and saw two boys about 10 playing outside in the front. I immediately thought that they were playing while their parents were helping with the dinner. It broke my heart that I served them and their family about an hour later. Twin City Mission's goal is to meet the needs of homeless individuals and families. They began in 1963, and after almost 50 years, they used the motto, giving hope to the hopeless and a friend to the friendless. Twin City tries to support all those in need by providing shelter, clothing, and basic living needs of the homeless. They also have a kitchen that provides meals to anyone in the community for free, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Twin City provides outreach services for victims of domestic violence and their families, which include Phoebe's Home, counseling services, and outreach services for family violence education and general family counseling to keep the youth and the families together. What I learned from this experience is to not stereotype the homeless. My only experience of homelessness was seeing people on the side of the road and asking for money. They looked ragged and tired. The people I served and visited that night were families. Many of them were children ranging from the age of 3 to 17. I even saw a man about 25 pushing his mother in a wheelchair to eat. These were not individuals, but families at the shelter. Also, the people there were happy, and there was a sense of family among all the residents. There were several people that waited outside until all their friends had arrived. Once everyone had gotten there, they came in to eat together. Everyone was grateful. Everyone, including adults and children, called me ma'am, and they all used manners, thanking me and the others that helped. I could see how grateful they were to have the opportunity to be served. When I was talking to the lady Lisa that helped me with my hairnet and apron, I learned that she was a resident of the shelter. Her mother had health problems, and after taking care of her, she had no money left. Lisa was now staying at the shelter and working in the kitchen for her rent. Lisa shared with me the details of the shelter and the services they provide. Through this conversation, I could hear how Twin City had saved her life and is helping her confidence to enter the world again. I wish I could articulate how this experience has helped shape me into wanting to be a better person and teacher. I had a beautiful chance to learn about how sometimes your life can take you down a road you never knew existed, but there is always faith and hope to help you through. While there, I visited 2 other college students that provide Bible study on Monday nights. Seeing their relationship with the residents was very inspiring, and it showed me that no matter how big or small, love is always appreciated. Through this plunge, I have become a more open-minded and understanding teacher. I know how vital it is for educators to be aware of homelessness and how it affects children academically and developmentally. I will continue to educate my colleagues and myself on how crucial our roles are to these children and their families. When thinking about the homeless, it's not just thinking about the basic necessities, it's also thinking about love. And I think Mother Teresa puts it in the best way. Being unwanted, unloved, uncared for, forgotten by everyone, I think that is a much greater hunger, a much greater poverty than the person who has nothing to eat. Please make a difference in someone's life. Please be willing to help the homeless. If you are interested in supporting Twin City Mission, you can go to the 4 resale shops located in Bryan by donating money, clothing, furniture, and household appliances. You can also look at their website, www.twincitymission.org.